And from Cape Town's sunny beaches to your screens, the African penguins, South Africa's waddling superstar, is fighting for its life. Once in the millions, these charming birds now number fewer than 9,000 breeding pairs, teetering on the edge of extinction. Conservationists are racing against time with artificial nests, rescue centres and new fishing rules. But experts warn it may not be enough. Let's take a closer look at how these adorable penguins are struggling to survive and why their fate matters far beyond the shorelines they call home.
For many visitors to South Africa, there's nothing quite like watching penguins waddle across sandy beaches. At Stony Point, about 100 kilometers east of Cape Town, tourists cheer as the charming birds shuffle along the shore. But behind the adorable antics lies a sobering reality. The African penguin is sliding dangerously towards extinction. Once numbering in the millions, African penguins now cling to survival with fewer than 9,000 breeding pairs. The International Fund for Animal Welfare puts the total number of mature birds at under 19,800. Conservationists warn that at this rate, these iconic birds could vanish within a decade. Penguins are more than just cute faces. They are an important indicator of ocean health. Feeding mainly on sardines and anchovies, their survival reflects the state of the broader marine ecosystem. Declining penguin numbers suggest the seas themselves are under threat. At Stony Point, conservationists work tirelessly to give penguins a fighting chance. Volunteers reinforce natural shelters and provide artificial nests to protect eggs and chicks from predators, storms, and extreme heat.
Artificial nests are used to lessen the environmental exposure to the penguins when they are breeding. So also it would be severe weather conditions and also to protect them from predators. So then they are less exposed to the outside, and then it also helps with breeding and protecting their chicks and eggs.
Injured or abandoned penguins are taken to a rehabilitation center in Cape Town. There, seabird rehabilitators feed them twice daily and ensure they swim at least 3 times a day to rebuild strength.
So they are our healthiest birds in the center. A lot of them came in with injuries. It's usually shark attacks, seal attacks, or even fishing line entanglements. Some of them came in emaciated, which is just starved completely.
Starvation is now the greatest threat to African penguins. Commercial fishing has drastically reduced sardine and anchovy stocks, leaving penguins struggling to find enough food. A legal battle in March this year brought some hope. Organizations forced the government to act, resulting in no fishing zones around 6 critical colonies. Each zone stretches about 20 kilometers offshore, helping penguins access food during breeding season.
So these closures are beneficial, absolutely, because when penguins are breeding, they are not able to swim further than 20 to 30 kilometers generally, and then they have to get back to their colony to provision for their chicks. Beyond those closures is the problem. And once juveniles fledge the colony, they go off and they travel large distances where they need to find food.
Still, conservationists warn that these measures are only a start. Juvenile penguins face a steep survival challenge once they leave the nest, with fewer than half surviving their first months at sea. Legal protections and conservation efforts offer hope, but without stricter limits on fishing and continued support, the African penguins may face its final plunge. Tourists may still delight at the sight of these waddling wonders, but urgent action is needed if future generations are to witness the same spectacle.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktur
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka-charge mo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.